Hi, my name is Billy McAllister. I thought I'd come on record here and make a blog video just to let you know you've obviously heard of the rumours and the inaccuracies and the untruths that's been told about me. I'm here to make you aware and actually give you the truth exactly what's been happening over the piece over the last 30 years since I was a community activist, and I've now moved on to being deputy leader of the SNP group in Glasgow City Council. First of all, the reason I'm making this blog is to get to the electorate and actually, as I said to you, aware of actually what's happening here as we speak. I think the people in Milton, Postle Park, Rockhill, the canal ward that I represent will know most of the stuff I've been up to. But this is to go to the wider people of Glasgow and to let them know what is going on, because I'm sure we can all identify with it as we all suffer from the element of criminality in our communities, and we're trying to build the community, and we're trying to get our children into jobs, make sure they're safe, they don't get into criminality. That's what spurred me on in a campaign that happened and started 10 years ago. When the 4 band pots from Milton were actually taking up the campaign to expose the criminality that was going on at Churnside and the involvement of the police, the politicians, the judicial system at the time, and we had nowhere to go, and we were actually left out in a limb, and the only people we had to defend or honour or help us in any way was the 4 band pots, which the establishment seemed fit to discredit us and tell the press and other people who were willing to listen that we were the band pots from Milton. It was actually Billy and his 3 band pot pals. Well, who was vindicated, who was taken to Parliament and asked to come along and be commended for our bravery and our courage. It wasn't Strathclyde Police, it wasn't Bridget McConnell, it wasn't the administration of Glasgow City Council. Where were they? Where was the Labour administration at the time? They were all ducking and diving and hiding, because were they brave and courageous to stand up and help us? No, they weren't. They seemed fit to actually discredit us and to have a go at us. Well, we were vindicated, because guess what? Everything we said from the start was the truth. And my father had a great wee saying, stick to the truth, son, and you can't go far wrong. Well, he was correct, because we did stick to the truth and did not tell any lies, diverse in any way from that truth. Eventually, the Edward Lyons and his criminal family were evicted from the Churnside Community Centre. The police were then taken out because they were discredited for the part they played in it, of cover-up. I'd go as far as to say some sleaze and corruption with the involvement of them. So, as I said, that place was shut down. It was then revamped, reopened, and it was then available to the wider community of Milton and the surrounding area. Not just a little gang hop for a criminal gang, recruiting youngsters into criminality, when some of them went to prison through no fault of their own in my view, but because they were taken into it and led in there and were actually set up to take a fall for some of the criminality and the activities the Lyons criminal family perpetrated in the area. And moving on from that, when the police were shown for what they were, the council were shown for what they were, the administration, Labour, and other people who were involved, or you can take it the other way, who wouldn't get involved, they then took a fall as well, and they have been discredited. Out of that came a book called Caught in the Crossfire, where the story is told of the 10-year campaign to highlight this problem and to expose it as a perverse situation, and to name and shame the people who were involved in it, i.e. Strathclyde policemen, i.e. fiscals, i.e. councillors, i.e. elected members of the Scottish Parliament of the Labour administration at the time, who done nothing, and Bridget McConnell, who took a back seat and sat back and done nothing to help us or support us. Actually, she went even further to rubbish us and call us the four bampots. Well, all I've got now is a message to the people: hang your head in shame, because we done the right thing. There's a wee saying, evil can only prevail if all good men remain silent. Well, we weren't willing to do that. We stood up when we were counted at a heavy cost to both our own safety. We put ourselves in danger, we put our family in danger. But that was a price we had to pay, because we had to leave a legacy that no, not one of our children would be taken in to that den of iniquity, to that gang hut, to be recruited by the Lions criminal family. I have made a few enemies along the way, within the police, within the council, within the Labour group and the Labour Party. And the latest episode was that they have tried to discredit me for all these years. They have now, their latest attempt was to actually make spurious, libelous statements against me, allegations to the council, with the hope that they can report me to the Standards Committee. I would urge them to go to the Standards Committee. I would encourage them to actually go to the Standards Committee. I would actually write a letter for them to help them some way, because this is another feeble attempt to silence someone who has the guts and the balls to stand up and actually tackle this sort of sleaze and corruption wherever it raises its head.